Hey, praise God. Praise God. What's going on, guys and gals? Hey, I'm going to scratch the surface a little bit about a few things, and the reason why is for the respect of the game. And I don't want to offend anybody and don't want anybody to get anything the wrong way. But at the same time, trying to educate some of those that's coming along, so you won't miss, you won't get caught up, you won't get hurt, you know, things like that. Like I say, a lot of times you have to read between lines, and a lot of times you have to hear things over and over before it absorbs. You know what I mean? So understand, man, that in life, anything that you're trying to reach, that anything in the middle, that's preventing you from touching or grasping hold to whatever you're trying to reach, is what they call a broker. You understand? Anything in life, whether you're trying to buy a house, a car, get your car fixed, financial aid, whatever, is considered as being a broker. Okay? So understand, the first warning sign is that when you're going anywhere to get everything like a one-stop shop, you understand? The whole purpose of the brokerage is to sell something to you for a commission, for a fee. Let's first understand that. Okay, there's nothing personal or about anything about anybody liking you or you look pretty or this and that. Always have the mindset of business. Whenever you're trying to purchase whatever you're trying to purchase or whatever you're trying to sell, always keep it business, regardless of what. Understand that the broker's primary goal is to sell you something to get it sold for a commission, for a fee, for whatever means necessary. Telling you look pretty, him looking good, him dressed up, him buying you a dinner, whatever. The whole goal is to sell you something. Always, like I said, once again, understand, if you go anywhere with a one, you can take care of everything. For instance, give you an example. It's like if you was buying a house. You got to understand that the real estate agent is selling you the house, right? So he's telling you, well, yeah, you remind me of my daughter, or you remind my ex-wife when she first said all this stuff. I'm gonna do this for you, because I know you need so and so. Let's understand something. Why would anybody? Let's be logical. Let's be reasonable. Why would anybody out the Clear Blue just all of a sudden volunteer their services to you? So we know that's washed, right, off the top. But you might go in telling yourself that, man, he like me, I look good. He's doing this for me because he want this. Another wash. Understand. Always keep the mindset of business. Always be aware when you're going in. Anytime you're going in, the real estate person, his whole purpose is to sell or show you this house and tell you this and tell you that. When he's trying to introduce you to get you financed, introduce you to lawyers, inspectors, and appraisal, you're going into a whole nother area. This is something that you should learn to do on your own. Also learn the reviews of different people. Learn the history, how long they've been in the business. Learn. And the whole purpose of me saying about don't never go anywhere for a one-stop shop is because you could be walking into a consortium of people. That's a group that's investing into buildings and property. For instance, say like the real estate person, he's at the table with 4 other people, and all of them investing in the market and the same thing, buying houses. So you got one person sitting at the table that's in the finances. You got one person at the table doing the inspecting and the appraising, and then you got another one at the table that's a lawyer. So the property that he's selling you, just say, let's give it a number. Just give it a number. Let's just say 75,000. You're just gonna give it a number for a house. The 75,000 is worth on the market 75,000, but he's selling it to you for 150,000. Right? So he's telling you, oh wow, man, he's selling the house, he's looking good or whatever. He said, man, I got somebody that can finance. I know some people, man, that's so and so, which is the same person that's at the table investing into the same thing he's investing into. So he's gonna get you financed for a house for 150,000, which is predatory lending. 150,000 that's on the market that's only worth 75,000. But see, you don't know. You see what I'm saying? So once that, then he had his lawyer to go over the paperwork, the closing and everything. His lawyer is gonna take care of everything, but he's making it look like he introducing you to other people, that these people are part of a consortium that he's a part of. You understand? So the whole purpose is to sell you something that's not worth anything. And then if you go into foreclosure, you lose the house goes back to them, and then they garnish your money through the system in the courts and then do the same thing to somebody else. See, listen. Same thing with anything. Let's understand it, okay? So for us with the sex and all that there, yeah, sex probably come in and play in, but that's way at the back. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna smash you, you know what I'm saying? Those are part of fringe benefits. That ain't got nothing to do with my salary. You understand? See, look, understand, man, that when people come to you and trying to save you, the ones that you probably don't listen to, is probably the homeless one, that's straggling, that's bum and raggedy. You can go downtown to the different offices and different places. This is where the predatory lenders hang out at, because they know people like you, or people that's in the beginning, that's a babe in this thing, or be going to different places like the Daily Center, City Hall, to get these licenses, to get these inspectors, instead of learning to do it yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because you learn from the beginning and you do it yourself, you'll know somebody telling you something wrong or they telling you something right. But a lot of times they hang around and they stand in these lines and they be there every day trying to pick off somebody who they see new on the block, getting ready to try to buy a house, somebody who just inherited some money or whatever. You got to be careful, man. Okay? You have to be very, very careful. Once you sign off for all in this here, see, listen. One of the main things I always remember, never mix business with pleasure, and then you never got to worry about anything. I don't care if somebody's coming to your house to fix your cable, to fix your plumbing, to fix your electricity, or whatever. It might look good to you. Same thing, if it's a woman, whatever, ain't nothing wrong with flirting. Ain't no wrong with flirting. But when you talk about going and crossing boundaries, look, that's a very fine line, man. There's a hedge there. You got to be very, very careful. When you're trying to mix pleasure, man, then you going off into a whole nother area. You understand what I'm saying? Because, see, when your plumbing get messed up because you going through different dramas, you know the things you do. You know when you fall up with your man when he ain't calling and she ain't calling you. You know how y'all do. And then it gets personal. And then he want to mess up and stick up your thing and mess up your plumbing and mess up your electricity. Your cable box ain't working. You're mad. You know he did it, right? Okay, see, stuff like that. That's why you don't mix business with pleasure, which is, once again, fraternizing. So understand, man. See, listen. Same thing when you purchase cars. When you go get a car, man, the guy that sells you the car, he's just trying to get you financed. A lot of times it's best for you to go to your bank directly and get financed, you know. And a lot of times these predatory lenders, they'll tell you something bad about reputable companies like Chase Bank or Fifth Third Bank or you know, National, First National, or whatever, State Farm, Allstate. They tell you bad about places like this, but here it is, these people you never heard of. Now you talking about State Farm and Allstate and places like this, they got 4 stars, 4.5 stars. They reputable people, man. They've been in business for years. But here it is, just a bootleg place. It's like you go to the car lot. You ever see a commercial? I'm finna say this and I'm going to the next video. You go to the car lot, right? And they tell you how they market is that no credit, bad credit, bankruptcy, no job, no whatever. You can come down and get you a car. Come on, what in what world is that? I mean, how does that make any kind of reasonable sense, man? No. I ain't gonna say no job. You gotta have a job. But all the rest of it, bankruptcy, bad credit, no credit, all that, everything. And yeah, and we'll get you financed. Right. You go down there, pick the car, and you get financed. They get you financed. We will probably high interest rates every. We ain't worried about it. Because as soon as you miss 2 payments of payment, all we need is a down payment for you right now. Okay, we got this money. And from what we see about you with the bad credit and bankruptcy and all this, you're not going to pay for this either. So we're just looking to come back and get our car and put it back on the market and take you through the courts. So you got to understand there's many intricacies with that, man, because of all the different entities, you know, because of other things that they probably got their hands tied into. So the money has to turn around, you know, for whatever reason, you know, laundering pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So it's not there for the purpose of sell cars or to beat you. It's just the paperwork. That's all it is, keeping stuff in order. So you going to court, you know, and being garnished for that. You know what I'm saying? So that car be sold to somebody else. They be doing the same commercial. They sell your car probably 5 or 6 times. Hey, I'm going to come back. Like I said, I don't come to you with the Bible, but I'm always talking about God. Talk to y'all in a minute.